Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is April 7th and this is week 3 of quarantine for me, I think. Yes, almost the end of week 3. And today I wanted to get ready and kind of talk about my school experience and how college is kind of ending for me because I am a senior, and obviously with like the coronavirus and everything, schools are shut down. So my senior year is a bit different than I did expect it to be. But I thought I would kind of talk about that today and then just get ready because as you can see, I have no makeup on. My hair needs to be washed. It has been pulled back like this literally every single day, and I just want to get ready and feel cute and talk with you guys. So that is what today's video is going to be. I'm going to get in the shower and then come back and start my makeup and start talking to you guys about my life, what my plans are, if I'm graduating, and stuff like that. So if you're interested, go ahead and keep watching the video. And if you are not already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Not sure why my camera stopped, but it did. But I just put in the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product that looks like this. And I swear everything that I'm using is now running low. And I obviously can't go and get more of it because every store is closed. But then I also use this Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum, which I honestly, like, that's plenty. And I just put this in the ends of my hair because I like how it smells mainly, and then also how shiny and silky it makes my hair. So I just run this through the ends, and then whatever I have left over, which is usually not a lot, I put on my scalp, because if I were to just take a couple drops and put it on my scalp, it would be super greasy. So those are the two hair products that I always use. And then for makeup, like I said, lately I haven't really been putting makeup on, but my face is still breaking out, so that's not fun. But I'm basically just gonna do my makeup and talk to you guys as I do it, because if I were to sit and explain everything that I'm using, I wouldn't be able to talk about school. So basically what I am doing with school right now is I have been out of student teaching for almost a month, and they ended it on March 13th just because like my university closed down online or in-person classes. So they thought that if they wanted to stay consistent as a university, they would need to cancel student teaching and field experiences. So that is what they did. And at that point, my school that I was student teaching at did announce that they were closing, but they had every intention on coming back after spring break was over, but obviously that didn't happen either. And I got confirmation from my mentor teacher that things are going about the same as they were when we were in the real classroom, and that the same students are turning in their work, and like the same students who didn't turn in their work before are kind of struggling to get their work done still. So it's good to know that my students are transitioning pretty well to fully online, but it does suck because not only did I not get to tell them bye, my mentor teacher also doesn't get to tell them bye because school is completely canceled to online in Indiana, and I'm sure other places too. But that's the one sad thing about all of this, is that some of my students weren't there the day that I left, and I didn't get a chance to tell all of them bye, nor did we have the chance to like do our end of the year celebrations together. And their school year was cut short just like mine was. So overall, it's a really crappy situation, but I'm happy that it's being done so that obviously we're healthier and it's preventing others from getting sick. So that is the only good part about this in my eyes, is that people who are following the rules and like listening to their towns like rules right now, they are doing their part in helping keep all of this from spreading as much as possible. So I appreciate that aspect of it. But for me personally, I am obviously a senior in college. Student teaching was my last portion before graduating and getting my elementary education teaching license, degree, whatever you want to call it. But now that school has been closed, I'm not going to finish student teaching. I only did 10 weeks instead of 16. I do not get to walk at graduation anymore, so I have gone through 12 years of school plus 4 years of college, and I don't get to walk anymore, which is very upsetting because I would be the first person in my immediate family to graduate from college. Okay, sorry if it's changed position, my camera. Jake just walked in. So like I was saying, I am the first person from my immediate family to graduate from college, and my parents and like grandparents and everyone don't even get to see me graduate now because we got our commencement canceled. But the only plus side of all of this is that they are considering allowing us to walk in the July commencement, but it's still not the same, and I have friends who are moving out of state and going back home to where they lived prior to college when school's over on May 1st. So it just is really unfortunate circumstances that seniors are facing this year. But I will say that I'm just glad I'm not in high school right now, because if I were to have my senior prom canceled or senior skip day, or at my school we did like a senior cookout, if those were to be canceled, I would honestly be really sad. And so I'm grateful that for me, it isn't just a graduation ceremony, but it's not important. I'm not wanting to say it's not important, but it's not as much stuff that I'm missing out on, because even though I'm not walking, I'm still going to get my degree and things like that. So I am still getting the thing that I'm not physically getting to walk for, whereas seniors in high school aren't getting those times back and they won't get to make those memories with their friends. So that is one thing I am grateful for also. But I did have plans after graduation to move out of my parents' house and move in with my boyfriend Jake, which, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I have a video with him from, I think it was August, maybe? I don't really remember, but a video with him and I answering questions. So if you want to watch that, I'll link it down below. But we did have plans to move in together, but that is also being put on hold just because we aren't sure what our future is because of all of this and getting jobs and stuff, which is also scary because like I've been raised and taught that when you graduate college, you move out, you get a big girl job, and you start paying for your own things. But at this point, I don't know if schools will be hiring new teachers, if school will even be in person by then, and just a bunch of unknowns, which for me, I am a planner, so that is really scary, not knowing where my life is going to be in a few months or even next week. So that is kind of what my deal is with school right now. I am sad that I didn't get to finish out my semester with my kids because I had just gotten to the point of like building relationships with them, and then we just got taken away from each other. So that's a really sad thing. And for me personally, I'm a really sentimental person, and the relationships and bonds that I build with kids impact me a lot. And so not being able to finish out the year with them as I had promised in the beginning, well, I didn't like promise them, but like they expected me to be there until May 1st. And the fact that I'm not there now bothers me as a person, because when I say I'm going to do something, I follow through with it. But I'm trying to not be hard on myself because obviously I can't control this. Nobody can control this, but it's just unfortunate and causes stress for people that I know and just puts everyone in a difficult situation. So that is where I stand with school, graduating. Yes, I'm still graduating. Am I going to walk in commencement ceremony? Unknown. Am I going to get a job in August? Also unknown. Where am I living? Unknown. And that's about it right now. So I'm focusing right now on just being active every day and doing homework still because I am still taking classes. They're just online, and like we're given assignments to do now that we weren't prior. But other than that, things are going here. They're going better than some, so I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for obviously the roof over my head and the health and safety of my family. So I'm not going to complain about Corona. I think it's a wild time that we're all living through, and it's hard to understand what's going on because I have never lived through anything like this before, and that goes for a lot of other people too. So that is the only update I really have for school right now. But other than that, I am still nannying because the family I nanny for, they're still working because of their jobs. They're not like, they're essential workers basically. So they are still working, which means I work. This week I am not because it's the kids' spring break and they don't have homework and things like that. So their parents don't really need me to come help. But I work 4 days a week still for only a couple of hours. So I am grateful to still be making money because a lot of my friends are not making money right now, which is very stressful considering they have bills to pay just like the rest of us, and they don't have any other way to make money right now. So I'm very grateful for those couple of hours a week that I get. And like I said, we'll just see where everything takes us because I don't know what this summer holds. But other than that, it's really only update I have on the actual coronavirus and how it's affecting my life. But I am curious to see how it's affecting other people. So if you are interested in commenting down below on what you're doing during this time, whether you're working or not, things like that, I'm very interested to know, so leave that down below. And if you also aren't already, follow my Instagram. I always have that link down below. And let's try to start building this channel. I've been gone for like a month because I had no motivation, ideas, nothing was coming to me for filming, and I was so busy with school from from January until the middle of March when I stopped going, obviously, that I just lost my motivation to do anything except going to the gym, sleeping, and going to school every day. It was a really like routine schedule that I was in, and I didn't have any creativity or motivation to do videos. So I'm happy that I do have more time now to do videos, and I'm going to take advantage obviously of this time to start making more videos. So if you guys want to subscribe if you're not already, go ahead and do that. Hit the red button down below and I would greatly appreciate it. But I am going to finish my makeup and then maybe pick out a cute outfit to wear as well, and that'll be it. So that is all for today's video. I finished my hair with just some sea salt spray, and my face is pretty natural makeup, but I do feel more put together than I did before, which was the entire goal of this. So if you guys like this video and this update on my life and kind of where things are going for me right now, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.